Hey everyone, my name is Mikey Sola and welcome back to the channel. This is Extreme Metal Magazine where we take a look and analyze primarily old school thrash metal and old school death metal. Now, a little bit about me without talking too much about myself. I've been writing prehistoric thrillers for a little bit of time now. Books with teeth, claws, and people getting eaten. Now, they are my own brand of novel and I view them very similarly to death metal, meaning it's a small genre of people that read it. The readers who read my books get it. These are monster books, creature books, very similar to death metal. Death metal is only for a small population, and those that get it, we get it. We love it. I've listened to this type of metal for over 2 decades now. It's been a very special type of music for myself, been very motivational. I don't do drugs. I really don't drink coffee. This is my stuff that I wake up to in the morning. This is what's always gotten me going. This is what's pushed me through to write my own books, to believe that maybe one day I can have a book turned into a movie. This metal, this overdrive, it makes you feel like you can climb a mountain. And again, I don't really do drugs, so this is as close as I can get to feeling high as a kite, just flying on top of the world and just powering through and dominating. I've used this music in exercising, weightlifting, running. Metal's always been there for me. Got me through hard times, got me through the present. It's just been a fantastic genre. Now today we are looking at what I consider to be one of the all-time greats. I consider to be this, for myself personally, the top death metal album of all time. And I am talking about none other than Leprosy by Death. Now, I think that this is their best sound. I think all the lineup changes that Chuck did, if I'm being honest, I think that they sounded best on this album. It's tough to say why. One of the persons that I watched on YouTube a while ago, music composer, actually mentioned and said that the album had something called tape saturation. So if you know about tape saturation, love to hear that in the comment section down below. But it's something from the old school, something from those old days of recording back in 1988. And again, this is a legendary record, recorded at the legendary Morris Sound Studio in Tampa. And I would have loved to have been there. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall to listen to this epic piece of metal being recorded. Now today I want to listen to 3 different parts of Leprosy. 3 reasons why I think that this album is just phenomenal. And if I was explaining death metal to somebody and trying to get them to understand what this genre is all about, this is the album that I would hand to them. So let's go ahead. This is the opening track, Leprosy by Death. You get that powerful crunch. Just such a powerful, powerful sound. Totally fits the cover. Just a very apocalyptic feeling. You're somewhere very scary when you hear this playing. Just phenomenal. Leprosy by Death, that's the first track, and just the way that those guitars hit and just that opening sound. Again, it's really hard to pinpoint why I believe this sound is better than Spiritual Healing or Human. I just like it. It grabs you by the balls. It's that right element of not too dirty, the sound, and not too clean. It's just at that right level of raw and brutal. You can still hear the instruments. You can hear Chuck's brutal, brutal voice. And it would have been fascinating to see people's reactions when they first heard Chuck's voice cut in on Leprosy. What a sound that would have been. The next sample we're listening to is Left to Die, possibly my favorite death metal song of all time. This is after that epic, epic solo, and this is what I believe to be one of the greatest death metal screams of all time. I actually regard it as the greatest death metal scream ever captured on record. Here it is. Right after that epic, epic solo by Chuck. Powerful. Just powerful stuff. powerful. Again, I regard that as the most powerful metal scream ever captured on recording. I actually read that a while ago, and I agree with it. It's a wet, gurgled, and it's not just Cookie Monster growls. It is the type of scream that you make when you may be dying. So it is phenomenal sound. That solo that leads into it. If you're watching this video, you know what I'm talking about. That solo. That solo is incredible. I get chills listening to that solo by Chuck. And then it goes away. All that beauty goes away, and just really hard riffs come in, and then that wet, gurgled scream cuts in from some type of other world. So very otherworldly stuff by Chuck. Lastly, I'm going to play a little sample from Pull the Plug. This encapsulates the album. These 3 songs are Leprosy, Left to Die, and Pull the Plug. I think these are the 3 highlights on this album for me. All the other 5 songs are great too, but these songs really stand out. Such a fast metal riff. Powerful. Really powerful stuff. Pull the Plug, I think that could possibly be their signature song. And just hearing Chuck's voice say, "End it now, it's all too late." I guess my only little complaint on it is that I think they just should have played his voice out. Obviously, they blended 2 different screams together to make one massive elongated scream. But nonetheless, it is an amazing part of Pull the Plug. And again, I get chills just listening to that stuff. It's so good. But these 3 songs, Leprosy, Left to Die, and Pull the Plug, they really encapsulate what I think death metal is about. And if I was introducing someone to death metal, this would be the album that I would show them. Death, Leprosy, 1988. Love to hear your comments on this in the comment section down below. I regard this as the top. Love to hear what you have to say. See you guys in the next video. Take care.